Hey Pisces, how are y'all doing? I hope you are all happy, healthy, and well. Thank you all so much for tuning in for your March 2024 energetic look. We're going to do love reading and then career on the second half. I will put timestamps. If you are not here for the love reading, you can skip ahead to the career and finance. Or if you are not about the career and finance, if you don't want to hear the intro, we can skip past all that. I do have some announcements. So if you're already a YouTube subscriber, you will notice, yes, I have changed my name. No, I did not get hacked. Yes, it is I. Do not adjust your screens. It is I, Cody, your conscious soul reader, formerly the hippie gypsy. Yes, the first few years of my career were introducing you to who I am, and I have since grown, evolved, learned a lot, and elevated myself to be your conscious soul reader, a conscious uplift by reading the soul. This is my new direction. This is pinpointing the direction to which I am evolving and growing into. I am taking a lot of classes, reading a lot of books, doing a lot more meditation, isolating myself away from a lot of the 3D game. I'll come in and play every once in a while, but for the most part, I am really focusing on being the best guide that I possibly can be for you. So with that being said, thank you all so much for your continued love and support. If you're brand new, I appreciate your curiosity. We'll take it from here. My name is Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. The likes are a great way for us to attune energetically. That little notification bell will let you know every single time I'm energetically allowed to bring you content. If you follow me on any one of my other platforms, you may be able to catch me live to do a heavily discounted rate on my live stream readings. If you are interested in a personal private reading, those links are also on my webpage. Everything is in the link tree in the description box attached to this video. Also in all of the About Me sections on every single one of my pages. Feel free to check those out. Additionally, this is going to be for Pisces placements, prominent placements. The love reading will be Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and your career placements are going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, and Mars placements, right? So you just really want to tune in to a lot of your prominent placements. If you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, cross-watchers, of course, are welcome. Feel free to switch that energy around as needed. And then we'll get started here in just a second. Be sure to check your other placements as well. Check those other readings. You might be able to piece together a pretty accurate depiction of what could be coming up in March. All right. Here we go. And you will hear engines roaring in the background. I'm at a campground, so it's lawn mowing days. They spend 3 days mowing the lawn, and the whole weekend is Tejano car stereo battle with about 30 different cars with 30 different songs on. It's a nightmare. It's horrible. I couldn't think of anything worse than sitting at a lake battling songs. It's just chaos. It's so, anyway. But I used to do that, free will. I used to think that was really cool and fun, and those were, that was a way to spend my time. And yeah, they heavily do that around here. I don't really like lakes. You will not catch me getting into a lake voluntarily. It kind of reminds me of like a giant toilet bowl, just because there's no movement or flow. And most of them smell pretty rancid. So I don't like to get in those. I rarely go in the open ocean. I like rivers. I like swimming pools a lot. I like rivers and creeks where you can see the bottom, basically. A nice clear ocean. Sign me up. I'll get in and hang out for a little bit. I like it. So, but if I can't see or if it smells, no. No. There are some nice clean lakes every once in a while. So anyway, all right, here we go. Going to do that love reading now that I've got some engines gearing up in the background. See the noise? The noise. Here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love. I'm going to do person A, person B, and what's going on in the middle. Okay. What does Pisces need to know for March 2023? What's that energetic outlook for love for Pisces? What does Pisces placements need to know? And of course, cross watchers, switch the energy around and take what fits and leave out the rest. If anything does not fit or resonate, please leave it for the next person. I'll take the 9 of Pentacles. The Tower. Okay, some independence. Pre-Empress energy showing up. There's the Chariot. Moving on with great focus. Here are the 8 of Wands. Traveling away. 7 of Wands. Woof. What extra was going to come out with the Moon card? With the Moon card. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Here you are showing up to your own reading, Pisces, with the Moon card here. Five of Cups. Knight of Swords, some real impulsive decisions were made. Here's that Full card, very impulsive, careless, and the Justice card. Could be dealing with a Libra. What you don't see at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Sun card. Here comes the Empress, and then we've got the 7 of Swords. Here we have the 2 of Pentacles with the Lovers, the 7 of Cups, and there's the Emperor. We have a divine pair on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so there was supposed to be a divine pairing here with this Emperor Empress. Okay, there was supposed to be a divine pairing, but it did not go well. We have independence over here because of total destruction, chaos. Just, you know, this is just, I have a feeling that this Tower has a lot to do with this impulsive issue over here. Somebody here may have been in and out. They may have been very careless and reckless with this connection. And the cause and effect is that there is a lot of people trying to move on, trying to figure out how to detach from this. I've got 3 7s out here. I've got this, oh, I apologize. All 4 7s are out here. Okay, all 4 7s are out here. We have this many cards left in the deck. I've got the 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands with the Chariot. So essentially all 5 7s are out here. 7s, of course, are just before action, right? It's the decision to move. It's the moment right before you are about to take action. It's the planning stages. It's the moments leading up to some sort of movement happening, okay? So with the 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, right? This was some sort of long-standing back and forth kind of reciprocal. This is very long-standing energy here with that 7 of Pentacles and then the 8 of Cups right behind that. So what we have here, and then the Emperor drives the Chariot, sidebar. Emperor drives the Chariot, right? Great focus, great like pull. And I think it has to do because of somebody just, this almost feels like scorched earth type of energy here with the Tower card. Somebody here scorched the earth, and this pre-Empress is taking drastic measures to pull away as quickly as possible and guard and protect themselves because of this really foolish behavior, right? This is the cause and effect. This is some sort of a karmic life lesson that was drilled in pretty heftily here with that Justice card coming out. We have the need for this Empress to feel deep regret because of this impulsive energy over here, right? Something over here with this person, the illusion, the mystery, the chaos, the veil, the anxiety, whatever was being created, right? This is chaos that would definitely lead to a destructive moment of people not seeing something coming because of all of their internal chaos, their emotional chaos. This is mental, emotional, and possibly physical chaos, right? With this in and out energy of somebody here in deep regret, deep sadness, despair, maybe living in a bit of a kind of defeatist type of energy, constantly thinking of reasons to feel upset or sad, you know, trying to trigger this Empress, this pre-Empress to make a move, right? This is very triggering type of energy. It's very careless and non-committal, which is resulting in somebody here having to decide and make major decisions about a divine partnership. And they're starting to weigh out their options and see, you know, that their focus and determination that they're requiring is not being met. They're requiring a lot more focus and a lot more effort to be put in, and it's just not happening. It's just not being, it's not producing. And this seems to be very long-standing energy of somebody being this way, this inability to be able to control themselves, to be able to sit still with their choices, with their decisions. This person over here, the Nine of Pentacles, is somebody who's very stable. This is somebody who built up their life all up until this person came to, promising, right? A very optimistic outlook. They felt like this was going to be the answers to their depression, right? This was going to pull this person out of their feelings of isolation, loneliness, depression. And they felt like this Empress was the answer to all their prayers until they could not stop behaving the way that they were, the way that they are. The Seven of Swords is somebody who is a thief of energy, a thief of time. This is somebody who is constantly strategizing, trying to get away with things behind the scenes. This is somebody who just can't help themselves. They find themselves in these predicaments. They put themselves carelessly in these predicaments where they are constantly having to prove their worth, prove their loyalty, prove their authenticity. And I feel like this was a very difficult decision of somebody saying, I can't operate this way. I've never operated this way. I've never operated in such chaos. And so the choice I have made, right, this choice I have made has only brought me more confusion and no clarity. I clearly thought that this was supposed to be a divine pairing based on everything I was promised, I was told, I was sold. Right? You were sold this bill of goods by somebody who cannot live up to what it is that they promise. They tend to fall short by no fault of yours, but it's this inability for this person to focus or to work on their inner child wounds. This is somebody who never did their shadow work. This is somebody who cannot face being alone. This is somebody who does not like to be alone. This is somebody who does not handle their idle time very well. If they have idle time, they tend to make really bad decisions. This is the type of energy with the Knight of Swords, of somebody who asks for forgiveness rather than permission. You know the type. They just go and do things. You catch them or you find out later and they're just like, oh, sorry. You know how I am. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oops, my bad. Oh, it's not what you think. Or, you know, something like that. Of somebody just trying to play dumb and basically flip the switch on you. And this is a very important life lesson that you're getting. And I think you're really dedicated and committed to figuring out what in you is attracting these life lessons. What in you is really locked in and honed in on being in a frequency that draws this type of energy into you. Somebody who is very wishy-washy with an inability to really kind of make sound decisions. Pisces energy showing up again with the Hanged Man. And then think instead of pointing blame at this other person, you're starting to look at things from a different perspective and you're letting go of the need to look outward at this issue and you're starting to look inward, right? With the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, you're really starting to look inward. You're getting really focused about these decisions that you make and where is your mind when you're making these decisions? Where are you in life that you're attracting this in? Is this a level up test, right? That you have received here with the Hanged Man, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Was this a level up test? Emperor, Empress out here. Big, bold promises. You're sitting in your pre-Empress energy and some Emperor comes along and promises you, we are meant to be. I am finally your divine pair. Here we are. And you're quickly realizing that somebody here sold you a bill of goods. And they're coming forward towards you with the inability to provide everything they promised. Queen of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. They have a deep inability to provide everything they promise. They can't even focus on one subject. How can they possibly bring you a future? Yeah, you're clearly seeing here. You're clearly seeing here. There's no hiding this anymore. This is some sort of realization, an aha moment about you being sold a bill of goods by somebody telling you a bunch of lip service, basically. And now you're just thinking, why? Why did I think that this was love? Why did I believe this so quickly? Why did I let this person talk me into this whenever I was in such a good energy to go to start with? And then you kind of have to take a hit. You take a stand back. You have to rebuild once again. Here you are having to restructure your life, take off in a different direction once again. For some of you, you could have had to travel a long distance for this person. And now you're in an energy of standing up for your right to pull away. This person could be shaming you for not being able to play this game with them any longer. With this Five of Cups, because they're focused on the 3 cups that are down. They're not focused on the partnership that should have been. I think this is just somebody who promised you and just built up like castles in the sky. And when it came time to produce results, to start putting, action where your mouth was, that they couldn't pull it off. They could not pull through. They started to quickly show their true colors, that they don't really have a clue what they're really talking about. They really kind of piece things together. They gave you a lot of illusion to present themselves in such a way, and they were not able to perform. They were not able to keep up. So they had a lot of issues keeping up with what they told you with this Knight of Swords. And this is somebody who was in and out. They were in and out, in and out. Full card with the Knight of Swords, somebody who was just completely in and out. And this is a major life lesson for you about learning how to take your time, to really let somebody reveal their true selves to you over time versus just trusting them open-heartedly up front. No questions asked, right? You just kind of let somebody in here with these grand promises to be deeply disappointed. Okay, let's get some clarity here real quick. All right, we're going to look at, I want to look at some of these majors and then these 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. I'm going to look at those also. Okay. Tell me, universe, please. Tell me, spirit, about the Tower. Let's look at the Tower, please. 3 of Wands. Yeah, Page of Wands, 3 of Wands. Somebody here was very immature, and you're just waiting for that tower to fall, just waiting for it. Somebody here was communicating incorrectly with you. You were just waiting and waiting and waiting for these promises to be delivered. Waiting. You just kept thinking, if I keep investing in this person, if I just keep on putting into this, then I'm going to get back the faithfulness. I'm going to get back all of these promises I've been told, I've been sold. Tell me about the Chariot, please. The Fool card. Yeah. Moving on, because another page, right? Another page energy trying to come to this pre-Empress. Somebody here was, you know, you may, yeah, this is also about travel too. You may have set goals to travel to this person only to get there and realize that they were not capable of being counted on. And they were very non-committal once you got there. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, please. Two of Cups. You traveled for this person, or you moved mountains to try to make this partnership work. Two of Cups with the Ace of Wands. You had a deep desire for this partnership. You were very, very accepting of this. You were willing to see where this would go. You were very optimistic, I think. You were very optimistic. I feel like you were sitting in this energy of knowing that you're ready for that next level. And so when this person comes along and starts telling you everything you want to hear, you are thinking, yeah, finally, this is exactly what I've wanted. This is what I've manifested. 444 on my clock when I'm saying this. This is what I've wanted. This is what I manifested. This is what I deserve, right? I've worked so hard. This is what I finally deserve. And so you went into this with your heart open and your mind willing to learn, to adapt, to grow. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, please. Wow, Justice. Ooh, the Justice sitting over here. It's funny how these cards are moving over here. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. The cause and effect of you guys not being able to work with each other, and you took great strength to go ahead and pull away from this. You were just determined to see what this was going to have happen, but now you're more so determined to protect everything that you built so far, right? This person coming in may be trying to destroy what you've built. They may be trying to take your abilities to create or to produce away, and so you're pulling back in defense to be able to defend everything you've built so far. Tell me about the Moon card. Tell me about the Moon card, please, Spirit. Tell me about the Moon card. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Oh, okay. Two more. Five of Pentacles. Somebody here with, yeah, Two of Swords. They were not able to produce what they were promising. This is somebody who actually could have maybe, you know, been over-promising their financial stability. This is somebody who put you in some really difficult decisions. We've got the Three of Cups that came out sideways. They could have immediately put you in third-party circumstances. They may have depended heavily on you also. This Three of Cups is somebody who really doesn't have a big social life. So they could have really put a lot of pressure on you to help them, you know, have some sort of self-worth. I strongly feel like this person may have had a bunch of different feelers out there, and you may have been the one who answered. Because this is somebody who was dating. They were out there. They were shooting their shot in every single direction. And I think, you know, you and another person may have been the two that answered. And so they decided on you based on your status, based on what you had going on in your life. You seem to be the more attractive choice. Two of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm sitting here looking at the Two of Pentacles right here. How funny. With the Lovers underneath. Four of Cups. Okay. Tell me about the Five of Cups, please. Two of Wands reversed. Fear of change. This is somebody who they don't do a whole lot. They can't live up to everything they promise. Two of Wands reversed on top of the Five of Cups. This is somebody who feels restricted. They cannot live up to what they promised you here. I feel like they're almost like in disbelief that you actually did choose them, and now they have to perform. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Now they have to put in that effort and that hard work, right? Everything that they've had come to fruition. Now they're just like, oh damn, now I gotta step up to the plate. Now they're gonna see who I am. And tell me about this Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands. Somebody who has impulse control issues, right? You're showing up as an empress. And this person over here keeps on giving attention where it shouldn't go. They're throwing their shots over at women, other men. This is somebody who is going after just whatever other shiny thing is out there. This could be other women in the limelight. For some of you, again, there is no gender, but this is somebody who's very confident, very sexy, very alluring. And when that's sitting on top of the Knight of Swords, this is somebody who just can't help themselves. They have impulse control issues. They can't stay away from the online stuff. They cannot, stop following people. They can't stop striking up conversations. They can't stop liking pictures. They just can't help themselves. The Four of Wands came out here as well. This is somebody who is really into the community, like really into the community, like big time. They're out there all over the place. This woman, this woman, this woman, this woman, this woman, or this man, this man, this man, this man, this man. This is somebody who craves attention, deeply craves attention from everyone, everywhere, everything. This is somebody who can't stop their mind long enough to just sit and settle. Tell me about the Fool card. The Star. They're really hoping for a lot of recognition by doing this behavior. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups on top of the Star card. This is somebody who cannot stop seeking attention. This is somebody who just, from one person, is never going to be enough for this person. This person is never going to be satiated or satisfied just being in a power couple type of situation. This person wants everything from everyone. Tell me about the Justice card. Thank you. Thank you. Four of Cups, Four of Swords. Four of Wands here, 444. Again, as we started, right? 444. Here we go. Four of Cups, Four of Swords. This is the cause and effect of this is this person feeling regret. They teeter on the fence here of somebody who, they take advantage of any opportunity they can, but then they're also sitting in regret, right? So in this period of isolation, they're basically not changing their behavior. They're understanding where you're coming from, but this is somebody who just really cannot control themselves. They have zero capability of any self-control at all. They have no impulse control issues. They have no control over their mind. They have no control over anything that they're doing. This feels very chaotic as somebody who just does and then blames and then, gets bored, goes out, does again, and then blames and, is living in a constant state of chaos with that Tower card. The Tower to the Chariot, you're just like, I do not want this. I need somebody who's focused, who is able and capable of building up amazing abundance. I've got big goals. I've got major things that I'm setting into fruition here. And this person is just like, wow, now I've set into fruition. I got to come up with these lies. Now I got to produce results for this. And I'm just a knight on a horse. I'm just a knight on a horse with a sword. And I don't know where I'm pointing it or where I'm going with it. This is chaotic. This is chaotic energy of somebody who just doesn't know what the heck they're doing or where they're going. Yeah, we've got the Temperance with the freaking Judgment card and the Moon, right? You're taking great patience to make major decisions about this person who's come in. This person who's come in with this Moon card energy of somebody who's bringing illusions, instability, major instability, deception, ramping up your anxiety because you have no idea what they're doing from this moment to the next. And look, Eight of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. You've decided to just pull all the way away. This is not worth it to you. You've come too far. You've done too much. You have elevated way too much to lower yourself to have to play around with the likes of people who cannot control themselves. You are the type of person who is really settled and looking for that impulse control. Somebody who has self-control, because you find that to be quite alluring, quite sexy yourself. You don't look for the next new thing every single place you go. Like you don't have to have this, that, and the other. Tell me about the Sun card, please. Tell Tell me about the Sun card, please. The Emperor. Yeah, you were totally promised this Emperor energy, and the Ace of Pentacles is sitting out here sideways. This person has an inability to produce results. And this is some sort of a missed opportunity for this person to really level up and to really be what you needed them to be. Tell me about the Empress. Thank you. Tell me about the Empress, please. Six of Pentacles. I apologize for the noise. Nothing I can do about it. With the Ace of Swords. Yeah. You're deciding to cut this off because you're looking for something more fair and more balanced. This is you clearly thinking and knowing what it is that you deserve. You deserve equality, equal reciprocity here. This is your aha moment. You're like, this ain't it. This ain't it. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. And then we will run the Oracle. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, please. Sun card. Clearly seeing, right, that this person does not have what it takes to be stable. This is not somebody here that's going to be patient. This is not somebody here who's trustworthy, right? You're clearly seeing this, that this person has real trustworthy issues. This is somebody you cannot trust at all. We've got the Hierophant. Look, major lesson, pre-Empress to the Empress. Major life lessons, right? You're almost needing forgiveness of yourself for having tolerated such crazy chaos, this deception, this lack of behavior. Somebody could have tried to intimidate you to reduce your status a little bit with the Seven of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. Somebody here could have tried to undermine what you've built, to try and knock you off your stability. Somebody here took from your stability to try to keep you down, to take you back off of course, right? Yeah, they're trying to take away your mental and emotional balance and knock you off track. Goodness. And so you're just moving on. You're just moving on to an energy of peace and prosperity. This is a major decision that you are making to move away from this inability to see clearly. Yeah, you're not dealing with this. You're not taking this anymore. This is just your pre-Empress energy. You don't need a Knight of Swords. You don't need a Page of Pentacles. You don't need a Two of Wands reverse. You don't need a Two of Swords. You don't need a Five of Pentacles. This is all just deception. This is lies, betrayal. This is somebody who cannot control themselves. How are they ever going to be able to control what life throws at you, right? They can't even make good decisions on whatever actions they do. It's as simple as that, right? That's the most simple thing you can do is, what am I going to do with my day? What choice am I going to make here? It's that simple. But your person just complicates it. Like this person just complicates it. And seems to choose incorrectly with zero capabilities of understanding why or wanting to fix it or wanting to change. It seems like a lot of excuses, a lot of blaming, a lot of blame shifting. Okay. Let us run some Oracle. I will pull the Beach Time Soul Love Oracle here. Okay. OCD, satiated. All right, we're going to Beach Time Soul. We're going to go this one. I'm almost tempted to grab the Love Oracle too. I think I will. Let's see here. Yeah, separation. Right at the bottom. What else does Pisces need to know for love? What else does Pisces need to know for love? Seduction. You let this person come in and tempt you, and they brought all kinds of third-party interferences. They may have been out there chasing their attractions, flirting all over the place with all these other people, and you saw it. And it's not that you're like jealous. You're just grossed out. You're just grossed out. You're just like, ooh, I think less of you. It's that kind of, yeah, keys on a ring trying to come out. Healthy choices, keys on a ring, right? Somebody making really poor choices about their decisions, their options, inability to control themselves. What else? What else does Pisces need to know? And again, switch this energy around as needed. If you are a cross watcher. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, ascending at the bottom of the deck. This has pushed you into a healing journey. The mask has slipped off of this person, and you're starting to see that they are not capable of making healthy choices. And you're seeing this here. They have pretended, they have put on a show with you, they have gaslit you probably for some of you. They have gave chase, they want you to chase after them. They're probably in their feminine, wanting you to chase, professing to you that they love you. They just need time. This is just a cycle in life that they're going through. If you could just please forgive them, right? But I think you're ascending past this and you're letting go. This is you evolving to the new phase, and you're absolutely letting this go. The Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper is you letting go. No second chances. You're transforming your life once again, right? I think you're seriously looking at what part of you attracted this into you in the first place, because that seems to be the real focal point for you, which is major growth and involvement. Major growth and involvement. Okay, one time through this deck. Anything out of this deck? Distant. That separation, distant, yes. Burned, bottom of the deck, empty, ruins, leaving. Yes, you're leaving this behind. You're putting a lot of distance in this because it is in complete ruins, right? This person left you feeling empty. They are full of promises in the beginning, but you're realizing that those were all empty promises, and you got burned by trusting this person, and you're looking for your escape out of this. Escape out of this. Okay, no second chances. Turning your back. Okay, Pisces, that was your love reading. We're going to get into the career and finance portion. We'll pull the unofficial shitty tarot. I have the elders meeting right outside of my rig, thinking that what they have to say is very important, and this meeting needs to happen right outside of my rig. I think I'll blast some of my favorite songs when I'm done with this. So since everybody likes to be loud, we can be loud. No, I'm just kidding. Rise above. Okay. And it's always men outside talking. No tea, no shade if you are a fella, but I've always heard all this stuff about how much women talk. I have never in my life had the comparison to how much men really talk. Men talk way more than women talk, just FYI. Especially me. I talk for a living, and when you're silent, you really observe a lot more. Men talk a lot. Seems to be a majority of the conversations that go on outside of my rig that attempt to be had with me whenever I leave my rig. Every man I've ever had in my life talks endlessly and aimlessly on end, most of the time about nothing. When will the dynamic shift? Okay, here we go. Pisces. Now we're shuffled. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Saturn. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Saturn. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for career and finance, please? Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries. That's boss energy with strength. Leo energy coming out. Love it. Bossing up with great courage. Four of Wands, rebuilding your foundations, looking to rebuild some stronger foundations. Scorpio energy coming out with the Death card. Transitioning, moving on from old ways of doing things. Moving on indeed. Here comes the Chariot. Could be dealing with a Cancer. And then we have more. Here comes the Hermit card, Virgo energy. Okay, you're looking deep within to be able to make these very sound decisions. Wow, Queen of Swords. Fool card. Wow. Look at this. Your only minor arcana out here, 4 of Wands and Queen of Swords. Okay. We've got the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck about some sort of a decision between choosing 2 different paths. And we've got the Page of Swords that came out in the reverse. So this is an inability to be able to really learn new things, even though you are very clearly capable. Right? This is somebody who is very intelligent, very knowledge seeking, very clear communicating. This is somebody who puts boundaries up to be able to learn quite a bit. But I think it has a little bit to do with this Chariot to the Hermit card about you moving on with great victory and success in a bit of an isolation stage, right? And I want to pinpoint the fact that the Emperor is out here alone. The Emperor drives the Chariot, right? And there's great strength and courage right now required of you to kind of do a little bit of soul searching about this new leap of faith you're trying to take about some sort of a foundation. I think you're leaving behind these old ways to make some really clear decisions here, but I'm thinking Spirit needs you to learn just a little bit more about this new endeavor before you pull the trigger. Yeah, we've got 2 of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles. There's a little bit more study and learning that needs to happen before you officially make it known. We've got the Page of Cups to the 9 of Cups. So the Page of Cups is somebody who brings this message of investment, right? I'm finally doing it. I'm pulling the trigger. I've got the greatest thing ever. I'm finally following my dreams. Everything's coming true, right? But there's a little bit more information you're going to need here with the Page of Swords reversing. I'm going to clarify and see what that is. 2 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. I like the 8 of Pentacles out here though, because my gosh, all of this major arcana has you making some really big life-changing moves. Big, huge. Something that you used to do, you're no longer doing. I think maybe you might be doing a career shift. For some of you, you are going to be an entrepreneur and do your own thing. Independent with a lot of fame and success. For some of you, you could be thinking of getting into the spotlight, about taking some sort of a major front position in some sort of an endeavor. You may be going online with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords out here. And I don't know if you're quite ready enough. And this takes a lot of clear communication. As somebody who works online, if you go back and look at my early videos, oh my gosh, it was difficult. This is about like, I probably should have taken some clear speech classes. I probably should have written a few scripts. You know what I mean? There could have been a little bit more form or structure into my presentation in order to have it received better, quicker. There's some people that get out there and they just spit fire, right? They just, whatever they say, whether it's good, whether it's bad, there's some people out there that will say things and it just holds your attention. Negative attention is also attention. Even if somebody's out there just running their mouth and it makes no sense, it's like driving by a car accident. You can't help but look. You know what I mean? You're kind of looking and, it's chaotic, it's gross, it's it could be, morbid, but you're still looking, right? Still looking. That's the human mentality of, wow, we just can't not look. We cannot not be intrigued or interested in, why, how, and most of that has to do, I'm going to let you know on a little secret. People who pay attention to people of intelligence are listening to hear something important. People who are paying attention to people who are crazy and wild are looking for either a mistake, some reason to make fun of them, or some reason to catch them slipping, right? So it's a bit of a judgment versus a absorption, right? So Spirit might be calling you to get a little bit more clear and a little bit more intelligent about what you're presenting before you just jump out there. Okay. You've got a couple of different paths on just, either just throwing yourself out there, taking this blind leap of faith and just seeing what happens, right? That's kind of the throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks method. Or you could put a little bit of effort into this and really clearly think about what it is that you're going to present. This is somebody who takes the time to really do the research to the presentation you're about to put out. This is somebody who takes the time to write a script and do the research to back it up, right? So the Queen of Swords is that energy, and the Page of Swords reversed is a bit of a warning that there might be a little bit more preparation that needs to happen here. For others of you, this is about you maybe looking in the wrong areas for your information, right? If you're going online, okay, because Page of Swords in the upright is about social media, online, right? That spy card, right? Going out and looking. The Page of Swords reversing could be warning you to not look in the echo chamber of social media. Because like I said, there's so many people out there that just fire off whatever just because they heard something, it sounded cool, and they think they've got something to say about it. Lo and behold, the person you probably heard that from had no idea what they're talking about. They heard it from somebody that they have no idea what they're talking about. You remember the game of telephone, right? You would say something to your friend, you'd whisper it in the ear, and they would whisper it in the next person's ear, and the next person's ear. And by the time the story got back around to the original person, it was nothing like what you had originally said, right? That's the game of telephone. The message dilutes the further down the line it gets. This is the problem with the echo chamber of social media. There's people out there who hear something, they think it sounds cool, they find some way to force and cram it into something they familiarize with, and then they go out and tell people, this is why this is, and this is what I heard, and so this is this, so it be. So be it. And then that starts to emulate, right? And then you get more people getting into the game of telephone. People are jumping into that echo chamber, and they're starting to listen, and they're starting to say, okay, so you have to be really, really careful and start letting go of things that really don't hold solid foundations as far as you seeking the best path to focus on, to where you are supposed to be driving your attention, right? Really do some soul searching about who you're getting your information from, where you're basing your need to voice yourself from, right? You have to be very careful. I've done this a few times where I've gone out and said some things, and then lo and behold, upon further investigation, further education, really looking at true source versus the echo chamber of social media, finding out that's not the case. It's actually not the case at all. This is something somebody romanticized to fit into their world, to sell videos or readings or, classes or whatever people are trying to do out there. Some people are going so bold as to pretend to be mentors, and they have no business, no training, no certification, but they are out there guiding people, right? Through the echo chamber. So Spirit is warning you to be very, very careful and choose your path wisely. Deeply, deeply research here and really set your bases. Kind of raise your standards a little bit with that Eight of Pentacles about who you're listening to and where you're getting your information and source from. I follow a great tarot reader who said, if you really want to educate yourself, you've got to get off the social medias. You have to. These people have no idea what they're talking about. You have got to read books from educated sources and then really, really saturate yourself in the knowledge, apply it to life, and then you've got some sort of experience with what you've learned. And now you can teach what you have absorbed, experienced, and educated yourself on from accredited people, right? Accredited people, not somebody who you like a lot in the moment, because that passes too. There are people that I connected with early on in my spiritual journey that I don't resonate with anymore. I just don't resonate with them anymore. I've grown. I've evolved. You elevate past certain things. You raise your standards based on what you learn. So Spirit is saying for you to really think about where you're investing your emotional self, right? What is worthy of your acknowledgement, what is worthy of your intentions, what is worthy of your research, and really be careful about where you're focusing that here, because there's a big spotlight coming in, and I think it's going to be really important to present yourself in a very intelligent, capable way. Okay? A very intelligent, capable way. Yeah. You can't wait for it to come to you. You have to go out and seek this information. You can't just sit back and just flip on the magic box and then ta-da, TV told me I'm smart, so here I am. My phone, my social media platforms mirrored, my algorithms mirrored my situation, so it must be true, right? You have to really think about where you're getting your sources and your information from. Okay. Good for you, though. Stepping out in the limelight, it's not easy. Trust me and believe me, I had to talk myself into it for months about going live, doing my first video. Go back and look. I think I might have erased some of my first videos because they were a train wreck. Lots of lots of unclear communication, lots of stumbling on my words because I was new. I was learning. I wasn't completely clear. I just, like the others, I just grabbed the deck, grabbed the camera, and said, "Here I am." But I learned a lot more after that. And I really did study prior to that. It was just about the presentation and getting my flow, right? You have to get out there, practice, and do your flow. But be very careful about your source of information. Okay. What else? We're going to look at the money and job deck to close out your reading here, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Saturn. Let's see. What do they need to know for career and finance? One time through this deck, Spirit. Negotiating some training. Yeah. Right? Multitasking. Yes, exactly. It's difficult to grow a social media platform. This is about creating content. You got to edit the content. You have to interact with everybody. You have to think of new content. You have to create. You have to prepare, all while you are still learning and growing and evolving yourself. You have to retrain your way of doing and presenting yourself, of what you're doing every single day. This is you negotiating with your time, with your resources, with your, could be negotiating with your current job to allow you for more freedom to be able to start something different. For some of you, for others of you, this is you starting to look out to see what kind of training and classes you want to take, starting to talk and communicate with people about, books they've written, maybe collaborating with them. We've got payday sitting out here, and it was in the reverse, right? It's really difficult to get going at first, but once you start going, it starts to fall through. It starts to come through really heavily. But when you got to hit your stride first, you've got to hit your stride first. We've got resign and retire coming out here also. This is something that could take you into retirement. This is something that could be the last job you ever have to do, right? If you really play your cards right, if you really dive in deep to your training and really focus on growing and evolving yourself, do not negotiate with training yourself, right? You don't want to half-ass this, and you don't want to take and cut corners. You really want to invest yourself to have the most optimum results. And multitasking coming out here is going to be a really big assistant with you. Okay. If you've got a family and then you're trying to work a job and lean off of that job to start something else, there's a lot to be said for that. So don't forget to rest in between all of that, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay. All right, my beautiful collective. I feel like that was your reading. Yeah, I've got micromanage also sitting out here in the reverse. So be careful not to go too far into too many details at first, okay? You don't need to have a whole lot of details, just nice broad strokes, just to kind of get you going in a direction to where you can focus. And that will start to unfold certain things as you're taking those steps, right? It's about picking a destination and starting to walk on it. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a straight line. You're going to have detours. You're going to have things that are going to entice you or kind of pull you in different directions to grow and evolve with. So just kind of go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't be so rigid. It's a fun evolution of learning, adjusting, and then changing everything completely. Yeah. Getting away from working from somebody else to working for yourself. Major changes. And don't let anyone try to come into your home. Like if you're working from home, man, that is difficult. I know everyone thinks it's going to be easy and it's so like cake to just go home and work. People see you at home and think that you're available. You have to really set some boundaries, and you have to raise your standards too. If you don't brush your teeth, if you don't wash your face, if you don't even put clothes on and you're just working, you're not really going to have a lot of integrity or respect for your day. Okay. So if you're really getting and putting effort into yourself, into your environment, into what you're doing, I think you're going to get a lot better results. Having some pride and some integrity into what you're producing and what you're trying to build will show in the results. I promise you. Okay, collective, my beautiful Pisces, thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I hope you enjoyed. If you are interested in a personal reading, again, that is in the description box of this video in the link tree. Head over to my other platforms, give me a follow. I'm live on those other platforms as well. I found the live button here on YouTube. I'm going to push it. Y'all hit that notification bell so you can catch me live. And I will also be posting more videos coming up here as well. And this is the regular March Zodiacs, the end of it. Don't forget to check your other placements as well. And that will help you kind of piece that together to see what your month is going to look like. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for your continued love and support. Hit that subscribe button. That like button is a great way for us to exchange energy. Your comments, I love them. Thank you so much. Y'all take care. I'll see you soon. Love, light, abundance, positive vibes. Take care.